Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream. I hope we're all doing okay. I was gonna say this Monday, because I'm getting ready to play the spooky game, but I worked yesterday, which is the real survival horror. We're playing Depths of Sanity today on the Tuesday. Yeah, Carl, this is a game that I said looks like an Amiga game. And I've got to say, I've been playing Way of the Samurai on Xbox 360. I've streamed it about 10 hours worth, and I played a couple rounds today just to get a couple extra achievements. And going from that to this, that game is very grey and brown and washed out. And even here on the title, even here, I feel like I'm just being assaulted with colours. And there's no colours here. Now there is. But you know what I mean? The Baroness is no more. Just another pile of wreckage at the bottom of the sea. Matthias is most likely dead, and the crew seems to think he lost his mind towards the end. Abe can see why. Something else is going on down here. Something he doesn't understand yet, and doesn't want to. His immediate concern is the crew and Clay. Everyone else made it into escape pods and was scattered in the chaos. Emma can detect a few of them, but their signals are fading fast. Abe's eyes focus on his screen, all of those little blips, and all of that vast darkness. He will bring them home. Brief point to note, the Baroness, I'm dead sure that's a reference to Silent Hill 2, because that's the boat that went down on Toluca Lake. That was called the Little Baroness. And, no, oh, Wales, I get the look. Go for it. I too know the horror of cats with hairballs. Car Wash was a very long-haired cat, she was. What are my buttons? That's boost. Oh, look at that, I got a quick select. Don't know what it does, and then I'm gonna guess yeah, that's my alt fire. So yeah, I suggested this looked a little bit like an Amiga game, because look at that clunky HUD up there, and how everything is just sort of pieced together, and it's got a very particular look to the sprite art, and there are instances when you go drilling, for example. It really does look kinda Amiga-y. Empirical Woodland. Hello there. There you go, that's what that button is. And then I also have a light switch. There you go. I appreciate the detail that if you look at the HUD, the light switch actually works. Thank you, game. Fame. Alright, so what are we doing? We are exploring down below the ocean. The depths of sanity, one might say, and we're looking for the crew members of a ship that has gone down under the ocean. The demolitions expert made her way out with bombs. The various other members of crew made their way out by by screaming. I forgot this game had really clunky controls that occasionally just don't work. Alright, so this way, I could just go this way now. Are those eels back? Not presently. Good. This could very well be Down Under, incidentally, because, yeah, sure, everything's trying to kill you. I have some Strian friends, and they're not... You know some stereotypes? You're like, oh, the English and their tea. That's one of those where I go, that's not a stereotype. I'm literally bathing in tea right now. I gotta be very careful with my stream electronics. My Australian friends are like that. Oh, it's not just that everything's trying to kill you. It is. Watch out for the clock spiders. What are clock spiders? There's spiders in the clocks. Ooh. Audio log from Claire Redding recovered. Commencing playback. So I saw that, whatever the hell that room was. I didn't like it. They didn't like it either. Feels like something we shouldn't have seen. Like, I should have blown it up on the spot if I had the bombs to spare. Running low though, we're gonna have to scrape together what we need to get through. Maybe once I get out of here, I'll come back. Sink this whole cave system to the bottom of the ocean, where it belongs. Tried to radio Stacia. Seemed distracted. Told her what I needed. She's normally reliable, but I don't know if she'll pull it together. We're getting out of here. Whatever the hell it takes. This makes me quite sad, because it makes me think that... Actually, no, they didn't. I hope she gets out. She's cool. Look at this! Look at this! This looks like a thing. Hi, Josh. Whoop, I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. Yeah. Can I drill that? No. For people who missed it, one of the things that the sonar does, that's the light switch. One of the things that the sonar does is any drillable things light up. Hi. Right, you've got to go. Because if I'm going to keep getting thrown out here by that big eye door, then you troublemakers have got to go. You scallion rappers, there you go. I don't think I can hurt that. You heard that pinging sound. Oh, I can! I can! Look, it's going red. Thank you, Crawley. Yeah, see, you know what's up. What it? No. We'll go with that. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Just let me stock up over here. And then back we go. One happy thing a day. Today's happy thing is... I have been reflecting on how I've been doing at work lately, and better than I'd like to think. the answer. I don't know if I've got the damage output. Like, sure, I can do damage to it. But at present, I don't think I can hurt it. But what else have I got? Where's my map? Well, there's a couple of areas I haven't been to. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. Because it says I can go up here. There you go. I forget. Can I blow these up? I sure can. All right then. For some reason, I thought maybe I wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, no, I got some bad news at work lately. Kind of a bad review. Energy shield acquired. Forms a 10-second damage-absorbing shield around the ship. Takes 2 minutes to recharge. Use... Oh, no! Here we go. Yeah, Crowley Knight, look at that! Look at that! Amiga-style pixel explosions. Ooh, I don't like the look of that. And, yeah, I've been thinking more and more on how I've been doing, and the answer is better than I think. And I got some torpedoes. Can I take torpedoes to work? That'd be nice. Good for... Ah! Good for getting rid of some of the nonsense that we have to deal with. Hell yeah, that. So... let's try. Energy absorbing barrier, it says. Right. Come here. Come here. Did I just solo that thing with just like my dude? Spread shot discovered. This barrel attachment lets you fire in 3 directions at once. Yeah, it's S! S is the one you want. I never even played Contra, and I can tell you that S is the one you want. That's kind of a lie. I played Hardcore, because that one has Simon Belmont in it. How do I take that off the map? There you go. Navigation information uploaded. I thought the game had hung right there. I see you. I see you. You little seam. Can I get through that? No. Alright, fine. QR tester's natural response to a seam is to try and force his way through it. The QR tester leaves defeated. Yeah, no, Contra 4 on Mega Drive has a hidden boss fight, Simon Belmont, kinda. And then if you do it, then you get the gag ending where you're just thrust back in time and become Queen of the Monkeys. And I guess it's really good, but also really weird. Anything down there? What a peculiar setup. Come on, there you go. Not gonna lie, I thought that jellyfish would be a way bigger threat to my life than they have ended up being. Kind of like quicksand in that respect. Or that one where you go into the room and then spikes come out the walls and then the walls close in on you. One of those. I thought they were just like daily occurrences. Haven't seen any of them. Albert is a cat person. I think most of us suspected it on account of him being an ornery little shit most of the time. Saito and me love sharing photos of our dogs. Showed me a photo with her Iditarod pack. They looked like they could have taken over the world together. Big, beautiful huskies just ready to tear through the snow. Angel and Boomhauer would be no match for him. Angel just might be the laziest dog in the world, and Boomhauer the dumbest. At my family's house, they sometimes spend entire Sundays together, not moving, or being unable to catch a squirrel that was clearly in jumping range. I was surprised my daddy didn't put up with him. And again, he's always been softer than I imagined. When I went off to the military, most of my family understood. My dad tried to act tough about it, same as my mom. Told me though, wow, it's one of the first nice things he ever said to me. I'm proud of you, sis. Good luck. I wondered if that meant he thought I was definitely gonna die. But May, God, she gave me the I don't get that sense. She gave me the toughest shit. Wouldn't talk to me in the week leading up to it. Came off the bedroom weeping when I left. And then our dogs, they knew something was up. Kept trying to block my way out of the house. All cuddles and whines, acting in ways they never acted. Maybe they weren't as dumb as they seemed. They're all good dogs, Claire. Everybody knows this. Also, hi, what is it with games, requesting me to swear lately? This is not something that I do day to day. People who've held extended conversations with me, or if you've seen me streaming for more than, a few minutes, I don't swear. I ain't about that. I have no qualms when it comes to, reading the dialogue in the game, but also, can we not sometimes, Okay. I like these little cool frog hermit crabs. I think they're great. They're very squishy looking. Nah, come on, Piracle. Well, even when I'm upset and I'm annoyed, I'm very twee about it. Messaging Rextrus at work yesterday. I think my exact phrase was, "I'm not as sparkly as I would like to be. I'm gonna need 5 minutes when I get home." So, you know, that's the kind of language I use. Don't get out of the boat when there's a big old monster nearby. Don't do that. Just don't do it. Don't do it, Diver Man. Oh yeah, you're on that side, aren't you? Good! I explored the long way around. Ah! I didn't know that was going to do that. That's really gross and creepy. Well done. Yeah, follow me into the darkness. You won't! Alright, then that's gonna be the way out. So I'm gonna go this way. I really like that sonar system and some of the things it is capable of doing. By golly, it looks graphically glitchy sometimes, doesn't it? Oh, this is a very Echo the Dolphin stage. Now, this is Mare Abyss, is what this is. I hated that one. Couldn't do it. Honestly, that is most levels in Echo the Dolphin. Did you know, in Super Mario World, Torpedo Ted cannot, like, ever be killed? Which leads to a really interesting little, not bug, but like an interesting behavior if you're able to do it in, like, a ROM hack. If you get a star, then, like, every frame you touch it counts as killing an enemy. So you can just rack up hundreds and hundreds of extra lives just in one go. Hi! Hello! The underwater civilization. I don't know if I like this. What the hell is this place? Audio log from Saskia Wheeler recovered. Commencing playback. No one listened to me. I told them we shouldn't come to this place. Now the language is... My focus was primarily on other native tribes. What's here is certainly older. I don't like the way this place feels. It looks like a place of worship. Maybe of some old sunken city? Some other Atlantis that crumbled into the ocean long ago? It's too well preserved, though. Everything about this is ancient. Except the fact that it's still standing. We shouldn't be here. Emma, can you scan this room? Rextrus, welcome back! I hope you're doing super great. It's made of gneiss? Nearly impenetrable rock. Scan the writing. Translate. Scanning. Translation failed. Why? Language unknown. Okay, so for some reason I had in my head that there was a place in this game called Devil's Reef, and like, that's a little on the nose. Anyway, almost see honestly. Where the fish women at? Don't fire missiles, that's not your boost button at all. There you go. This room is full of jerks. You got like a vaulting squid, you got an annoying dolphin. I don't see that vampire squid down there ready to throw down. Because it will. To my previous statement, most stages in Echo the Dolphin I couldn't do, at least initially. I've completed that game, save for like that one boss fight, and you know what? That is good enough for me. Child me had way more patience and way fewer better games. So I spent a lot of time. Ooh. Depth charge is discovered. Depth charge capacity has increased by 2. I feel like I should be utilizing those, as opposed to like having them in my toolkit and going, sure, that's nice. Didn't want to push that button. It's fine. I can pass 2 minutes before I go to the suspiciously suspicious boss room over there. I see that you are super. I am glad. Document discovered. All the ways you blow up a building. Most people get uncomfortable around weapons. Not me. Not by a long shot. These underwater explosions ain't nothing. I used to do it with bunker busters in the military. You drop one of them on a building, splits open like a clam. Like God just slice it down the middle with a holy knife. It blows your mind when you first see it. The idea that we can make something like that? A bomb that could be manufactured in less than a month and take down a structure that took years to reinforce. Truth is, there ain't nothing you can't destroy with enough effort. Eventually I got numb to it. I wrote my family the whole time, though I kept most of the details out. Except for May, who would ask, and usually be none too pleased with what I told her. I was good at my job, and they treated me well, and there was a part of me that loved watching terrorists running for cover. When I talked to May, she was always the best one of us, and when she had a problem with something, well, let's just say I knew the military wasn't going to be a long-term career. Still, blasting through here should be a cakewalk by comparison. I'm sure we've all played Minecraft here. You just dig up. That's how you get out from underwater. You just dig a little 3x2 niche, and dig up. What could possibly go wrong? There is no part of me likes the look of any part of this. Oh, I'll bet you that's an air pocket, though. Like if I go over here. Heck yeah! Just like that one game, about that one guy who had the stars on his head. I may have mentioned it today. I forgot which one dolphins were. I was going to say cetaceans, but that's a whale. Oh, now I'm just thinking of The Young Ones, which is one of my first introductions to, like, absurdist comedy. And, what a good show. Yeah, and there you go, my shield is recharged. Just like I knew that it would. Like there's one bit, I think it may actually be in the first episode, when one of the characters he's doing something, and he just turns to face the camera and goes, caption? And then a caption appears on the screen to say what he's doing. And like, that's really good. I like that. Oh, hell yeah! That's just an energy tank! I need one of those. I mean, I need several of those. Look how many I have left to collect. That's a lot of them. But, you know, that's one off the list. Yeah, take that shock. You don't know what you're doing. You know how I know the cetaceans are whales? It's from Katamari. There's the level where you have to, like, specifically roll up the constellations. The one, Cetus, that's the one that's really hard to get, because it's, like, the biggest item on the map. I like this, by the way. This is doing a really good job of invoking the feeling of, like, of what it is, with some... We don't belong here. What are we doing here? This place is not for us. And even... like, the only thing here is... not even the native wildlife, but like whatever sea life has found it and taken it over. I like that. That's really good. Can I drill that? I can't drill that. What? I'm not a fan of that. I shall be Sending a strongly worded letter to nature. Just go ahead, eat my health. Oh, do you know what? I bet I could have used momentum and like slingshot my way out of that. Like if I had boosted back and forth, thus making it the third game in a row with that exact mechanic. That looks like writing. That absolutely looks like writing to me. And I feel like if I get a cipher a little later on, then I can go back and look at that and read what it says. I'm acting like it's Dave the Diver. Most of these things are going to leave me alone if I ignore them. And none of these things are dinner. Do I want to do that? I don't want to do that right now. There's stuff to do down before I head up. How big am I exactly? Because I know for sure that lionfish aren't that big. And like, yeah, I get it. Tiny person lost in big ocean is very scary. But that appears absurd. I'm gonna get caught by that. I knew I would. You coming? Yeah, you're fine. You'll be fine. Let's ignore that. There is also a pretty good joke that I recall. I believe it's Vivian's introduction. Vivian, most days you come through the door. On good days, you open it. Fairly predictable, I think, but also... I don't know. That's funny. Depth charges again. Right, how do I get up there? Is that's this way? That's this way. Okay. It's going down. We're going down. Because I feel like if I go down first, there's going to be maybe a boss fight, maybe a puzzle room, maybe something to collect something. You know what I mean? Like a piece of paper. Alright, I was never the best at history, but I've been thinking about where we are on the Atlantic. How could any of this make sense? How we can still be seeing the remains of some ancient society buried out here? Maybe it was an island civilization. Maybe someplace that happened to be unfortunate enough to sit on top of a fault line, or had a volcano with enough magma in it to wipe it off the face of the earth in one freak eruption. But even then, how would this civilization have lived in the middle of the ocean? The only point where this area would have been close to any landmass would have been back in the time of Pangaea. And there's nothing left from the days of Pangaea that isn't a fossil. This place doesn't feel like a fossil. It doesn't feel like it's dead at all. Spread gun is really useful for those little cluster enemies like those guys and the piranhas. Yeah, good try, wormhole. You don't get to do that. Is that thing moving? Or... no. I was wondering if it was looking for me to, like, slingshot my way across. Like, maybe I can go up a little bit. And then... no. Alright. Oh! Oh, that appears to have procced every single one of those on the map. Oh no! Not a fan. And you know, it's interesting that we opened by saying this looks a little bit like an Amiga game, because I played admittedly a while ago, I played Axiom Verge, and I have Axiom Verge 2 ready to go at some point. But like in that game, that looks a lot like the Amiga, more so with the color palettes and the way that it sounds than this one, where it's like it has a very particular style HUD, and some of the character art and interactions look like that. Right, that's a door I can't go through yet. That's a door I'll go through shortly. I'm just gonna fill out the rest of this map. Yeah, because you see down there? Through there, there's a boss. I see that red dot. You see that red dot? No, thank you. Oh, that's weird. Today's drink is a Charmander flavored Pokemon drink. What is that? You are for sale in mainland China only flavor. There you go. Normally I'd be like, yeah, look at the picture, whatever is on the front. If you can't read it, that's what it is. But that's a picture of Charmander. Lychee, that's what that is. Eh, not the best. If somebody finds this, well, Then I guess me and May's plan ended with my bits scattered around the ocean floor. So, just in case, Tommy, you can get it all. Everything in my apartment, especially the fireworks set, I've been saving up. I got a pack of M80s with your name on it. Lord knows I stole so many of yours over the years. Mom and Dad, well, that. Hope you know that. And if any of the crew finds this, I guess don't do whatever the hell I did. And I hope things work out for you. Even you, Albert. You smug prick. Oh, one last thing. Matthias, I've been wanting to jump your bones since we met. So, if you made it out, and I make it out, let's make that happen. Alright. May keeps tugging on my shirt, saying it's time to try this. Here's to hoping two heads are better than one. Their bomb is still here. So what destroyed their ship? So you say this, Empirical. In universe, the answer is Slowpoke. Slowpoke tail is an ethically sourced, an ethical source of meat. There you go. Because they don't notice it and the tails grow back. And then, this is the point where Lord Canty, were he here, would point out, hey, did you know? In the Digimon universe, they grow meat in the ground. Like, you go to the garden and you just pull out a big chunk of meat on a bone like it's Monster Hunter, and you eat it. Oh, that's pulsating. I don't like the look of this. Hey, speaking of Axiom Fudge, this room reminds me of that. This chorus is amazing. Please keep making it, game. Okay, I'm guessing the walls hurt me in this one, because that wasn't cool. Yeah. I would have maybe done a little more to indicate that the walls hurt you in this room. Maybe made him spiky. Maybe... I don't know. I would have done something. Oh, that... Yeah, sure, just eat my ammunition. Ammunition? Armor. Game! Oh no! Stay away from those walls, eh? Oh man, Ricksters, can you imagine Carnivore, but like it's Pokemon? See, I feel like Tangela would just be, like, really ropey and chewy, and I don't like that. I thought I had undone that. I guess I hadn't. So at the very least, we got it to the turn red phase. To the Cass, maybe don't exclusively focus on just doing the DPS. Sometimes you gotta, like, stay alive. How are you gonna fight? You don't stay alive. But yes! Hopefully this is in fact doing damage. Like, I would say yes, because it's flashing red, and that appears to be hurt sounds. But like, let's hope, you know? Oh, that was bad. That one was bad. Oh, no. Sorry, I go quiet. Well, I concentrate. Farfetch'd actually does come with its own garnish, and that's where the name of Farfetch'd comes from. It's a Chinese proverb. A remarkable... an improbable stroke of luck is described as a duck with a leak. Because you cook a duck with leek, you see. This reload time is good. I like that. We mentioned this when I was playing Stray. Long death reload sequences are they're kind of bad. I just wish there was a little more indication for how well we're doing, you know? You know, this is all being told in flashback, isn't it? So, I wonder what... I mean, presumably that's what's going to happen next, but, like, what is the psychologist saying to all of this? So anyway, there's this five-headed mutant monster in like a big meat room, and I killed it with my gun. Because apparently Abe is Goblin voice now. Hell yeah, the shield's great! I feel like that's gonna be my one and done, get out of screw-up free card though. Like, I don't think this is gonna be the one. I mean, and again, I go back to what I saw when I was looking at reviews of this game is that a lot of the boss fights are apparently spot check. Did you find all the health kits so far? Which is one of the worst ways to do difficulty in like boss fights in general. I guess I don't. You know, we've all done it. We've all played games where... What do the difficulty sliders impact? Our enemies become bullet sponges, and you break in a single hit. Hateful. Hateful! I see. Look at that one. That guy has a really appropriate name. It's albeit misspelled, gastrointestinal propellant. Man, if that's not what I'm doing right now, I will eat a sandwich. Although the name said Propellan, so... You know, maybe they ran out of space on the Twitch name maker. Clever idea in theory. I don't know that I like the execution. Like the idea of having to surf on the currents left and right. I mean, we're talking about, like, difficulty in balancing video games, it's got to be a knife. And it's one of the reasons why the games that I have turned my hand to in the past have had little to no combat. Because balancing is hard. Do you know what would be absolutely grand? Would be if my controls were responsive and like the booster worked. Sometimes it just turns off. But it's one of the things that I feel Platinum games tend to get right in all their games, is where, generally speaking, harder difficulty, the enemies are more responsive to the things that you do, or they have slightly more attacks, or... Hull plating! Tow line acquired. This line should allow you to pull yourself through tight currents. Ah. It's a picture of Claire's family. 2 adults and 3 kids. Claire, May, and Tommy. On the back, ah. That's something you don't see very often in the vidya. It's very rare that you see notes that are pictures. That must have been what got Claire. Jesus. I need to find them. I need to find Clay. Emma, are you picking up any additional scans? Yes, 3. Where are they? Signal detected in 3 locations. 1, within a deep-sea volcano. 2, inside the whalefall biome. 3, back in the coral reef where we started the expedition. Recommendation, return to the coral reef to find the first signal. Okay. We're gonna need something else to get lower. Have you picked up Clay on your scanners? No, I haven't. But his tag may have fallen off. I'm sorry, honey. Emma, what did you just say? His tag may have fallen off. I'm sorry. I'm going to find him. Claire is dead, smashed into pieces by something that Abe can't even comprehend. It looks like the rest of the crew is alive, but scattered, and he doesn't know how long they can hold out. To go forward, he has to head back, pushing his way back towards the surface to find another path to go even deeper and save the others. He keeps his thoughts firmly on Clay, Julio and Albert, and Sacia. Where did the other word "and" come from? I don't know, and it's the only thing he can do to avoid the other questions gnawing at him. About the temple room, the hallucinations the team is experiencing, the monsters, everything. Just what the hell have they uncovered? Little worried the game was going to throw to a psychology session. And then set me back in the coral reef. This is fine, though, because it means that I can go back over here to question. Nope. Yeah, it means I can go back over here. to this section. Oh, and I do need to zigzag back and forth. Just not in the way that I had thought. Hull plating! Man, that would have been nice going into that boss fight now, wouldn't it? Give me that extra health! Right. There was way up to the surface over yonder, I do recall. So let's go get that. Oh, you can use that offensively as well. Good to know. Also good to know. I was looking left and right as I went up there, like, oh child, you'd better not have hidden something in that little tunnel, because then what? I'd have to go back and get it. That's what we'd be looking at, loading and reloading until I got that mysterious power-up. What are you guys doing? You're not supposed to do that. Also, man, Rixtrus, you are not wrong. Unresponsive controls is hard mode. Playing this game with a controller submerged in a bucket of ice water. That's also hard mode. Pausing every so often to do a little jig. That's, you don't see that challenge very often. What am I missing? I think that tunnel upwards is going to be go up to come back down. And then when you do come back down, that's where you're going to find whatever that is. Also, I mentioned this to Empirical after the last stream, how this game bills itself as Metroidvania, but I haven't done a great deal of backtracking at all. And he said, well, that bit's probably going to come later. Look how later it is. Something is wrong with my ship. This bloody computer is broken. Not only was our submarine proper rubbish, but the escape vessels are too. Navigation is completely wrong. Doesn't match anything I'm seeing. Keeps acting like I'm in open water, not surrounded by cavern walls and the directions. Oh, thank God they make us learn how to navigate the old way. Nothing but pen and paper down here seems to work, right? I swear, everything is acting against us. That fish was acting against us. I would have thought there'd be something drillable up there. And yet. Like, this is something that I'm noticing about the game, is there tends to be, like right there, yeah, there's two ways of doing things. You can take the easy way, where you just go to the right of that rock formation and just drive upwards, or you can go to the left and thread the needle through the tentacles. And then generally, when you do that, you put something worthwhile on the hard path. That's why people take the hard path. But that one was just, you know, regular path. Or murder. Now then. Now then. This cannot be the solution. This feels like I am brute forcing a solution. But no, that appears to be the solution. Good job, me Get some of those extra depth charges. How do I get down there? Nope, no idea. But what I am gonna do, because I propped this thing, and that sound is annoying. I mean, it looks like there's something bombable down there. And there's something drillable over there. Oh, it does! Alright, okay. Okay. So, I can scout ahead. If you keep pinging your sonar ship, and I can go, aha! Yeah, that's just something drillable. How easy is it to get back there? I can get back there. I can get back there. Oh man, this game doesn't play like a Metroidvania at all. Let me go back there with tools I have since acquired to see if I can find an additional method of egress. Heck yeah. So what I'm thinking is, somewhere along one of these stone walls, there is going to be a drill point. Because, like, I can't go up there currently. What I'm gonna do is a little bit of that, a little bit of fancy driving. Because, like, I see that there's something up there. You can kind of see it behind the HUD, but that light grey line, that's a floor tile. So go over there and find the floor is what I'm thinking. So let's head back up and see if my new toys will let me go over there. See? Wait. When I said Oh man, I really wish I had an extra health pack going against that giant intestine boss. Could I actually have done that? Like if I had just explored ahead a little. So wait, what was the point of coming up here then? I mean, it's a shortcut, I suppose. Because there's a drill wall. There is a drill wall right there. And then this is the other side of that room. So yeah, I absolutely should have explored a little more than I did. And I would have found a health kit. And that boss fight might have been a little bit easier. Oh goodness, it's almost like that's a core component of Metroidvanias. What a... Sure showed me, game. I know that normally when I say that, I'm exasperated and annoyed at like bad design. No, that one's on me. Also, hello, swordfish spawned in. Good for you. Okay. I forget what that door was. But it's something that I can't open right now. I remember that much. Pretty sure. I will say this though, that's good design. The fact that the game sort of went, hey, if you look over here, maybe you'll find a little something, something. And that, not like guided me by the hand, but nice! It didn't guide me by the hand. But maybe encouraged me to go, hey, I'm going to go and explore some more. And look at that. health tank and a third. What a worthwhile trip. Bye! Not dealing with you, Bruce. That's the way back down, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Come on. Come on. What I'm gonna do? Cass being cautious in the video games. That's not what I'm explicitly known for. I'm gonna go and save. Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. I can turn and occasionally shoot while the grappling hook is out. Oh. Well, there you go. That bout of bad driving was quite fortuitous, because you get way closer to those mines than I thought you could. Just make something beep and watch me panic. Not you, sonar. Yeah, so I don't know what you are yet. If I had to guess, I'm going to get a particularly tuned weapon. Like, you know, this is the Atlantis beam. Use it on those weird, creepy eyes and watch them melt. The thing that is making it sound like a cup of tea is this. Excuse me. Sneeze. There you go. It's this. Oh my god, that is, isn't it? Hang on. That's dinging the spoon on the side of the cup of tea. Oh, Richards, what a great observation. I thought it would, but, you know, I wanted to try. That's silly. That shouldn't have worked. That should have boiled me alive just like a regular geothermal vent, because I didn't get the upgrade for it yet. Oh, what a great game. I'm not complaining, though. Now I don't have to come back and get it. I used to do painting when I was younger. I went to a painting class. Wasn't very good at it. And I bring this up because one of the people there, whenever she made tea, she would never hit the spoon on the side of the cup. And I never noticed that until somebody pointed it out, and then I couldn't stop noticing it. Also, hell yeah, I'm Perklewood, but we're sequence breaking again. I just went through a barrier suit area, but like without the barrier suit. So there you go. Unscathed as well. Prepare to be scathed, the game said. And no. Yeah, see, that's what I expected to have happen. Alright, can I get out of here now? Listen, right? That would be the kind of thing, ideally, that the devs would have looked for. And maybe they did. And maybe they went, sure, if a person could figure out how to do that, if you can sneak through the heat gate without the heat armor, sure, have your upgrade early. What was it? 2 torpedoes and some hull plating? It's fine. Don't know about you guys, I'm looking at the clock. We're like an hour and 40 minutes into this, and this music has, like, we've not even had a key change. I'm not bored with it. I feel like it's very fitting for, like, you're kind of trapped down here. What you got? What are you gonna do? Although I will say I do relish the idea of returning back to a previous area. That looks drillable, but the sonar says it is not. Fine. That's just the sound of a boiling water pot. And I approve. Oh no, there you go. That one's come back with your heat armor. And that one's gonna be like going to Norfair. You're gonna get in, you're not getting back out again. Actually, no, let's keep that turned on, because now we're a lot less in the dark. See what I did there? Maybe. You just keep wanting to make me say the word, don't you, game? My man loved to tell ghost stories. I think about him a whole lot. The nights he took me out on the fishing boat, overnight, waves rocking us back and forth, game of cards on the table, cigar in his mouth, small bottle of rum he let me sip on. Good times. The best. And we'd be out on that ship, cooking on some small equipment he'd wired up himself, and he'd tell me the ghost stories. All sorts. Strange figures boat captains saw beckoning people out further during a storm. Ships that come back with no one driving them. Angry sailors raising their bony arms up from the ocean below, trying to wave us in. It used to scare the hell out of me, but I pretended it didn't. He saw right through me. I would go to sleep listening to the sounds of the ocean, my ears perking for anything that didn't sound right. Eventually I'd fall asleep. The only reason I could was because he was in that small little room with me. Me and him at the end of the world. I miss him. Miss him lots. We joke a lot here at CPC Gamer about Empirical Woodland making me cry, brah. And do you know what's a really easy way of doing that? Is like, hey, you miss that person, don't you? Yes. Like a lot. And that's a real easy way to make that happen. So, what was plinking? It is not necessarily my intention to use a sad voice. It's appropriate, and like, yeah, man. I don't like missing people. That opening note on the strings, that is the opening note to the intro song from The Man with the Iron Fists. Empirical Woodland claims to have no idea what I'm talking about. Hey Cass, why don't you play this game about dealing with the loss of a loved one, written by Rihanna Pratchett? You'll never guess who it's about. Oh, no. Sure you don't. And then, yes, it's like one of the overarching themes of Final Fantasy IX, but that's one of my favorite games. I did that one to myself, so I'm not holding that one against you. Come to think of it, most of them were on me, because I thought, this looks cute. Which was apparently the game's intention. Right, so. Why didn't I go over there? There was one of my friends who went to a party and Terry Pratchett was there. Like, he was just there. And nobody knew, except for like a couple people. And my friend's like, who's this wizard-looking dude in the corner? Oh, it's Terry Pratchett. Just hanging out. Alright. What? And I don't know the full context behind this story, just that that's something that happened, and I'm a little bit jealous. And I always forget which of my friends it was. It may have been Zashilla, though. Ow! Stupid jellyfish. You stop that. What? Oh. Don't remember that. Now, I see, Empirical is pretending he doesn't know exactly what he did. You know. You know what you did. I think one of my favorite things in Minecraft is that you cannot pick up coral. Ever. Like, the only way to do it is to cheat and spawn it in your inventory, but there is no way to pick it up without killing it. Like, yes! Leave it alone! It's alive? Don't touch that. These controls are getting worse. Sorry, sneeze. Yeah, these controls are getting worse. Right, where am I going? Yeah, that was the map. Oh, this There's just this whole corridor that I just didn't go into. I'm bad at Metroidvanias. Did a crew checkup today. We were so hurried in getting out of here, the team hadn't gotten their latest physicals. GOAA at its finest. Matthias is still in peak health, though starting to develop a slight hunch from ducking through the sub for so long over the years. Slightly elevated blood pressure. That's not peak health. Prescribed 25 milligrams of Lozatan. Told him to cut salt out of his diet when we get back. Claire, fit and healthy. I've seen her spend time seeing how many push-ups she can do, day in, day out. I wish I still had that kind of stamina. Satiya is physically fine, but seems worn down. I asked her many questions about how she was feeling to try and pinpoint the source of her depression. Inconclusive. Dr. Cross complained the entire time, said I was wasting his time. Gained 3 pounds around the middle. Told him he should take better care of his teeth, and when he's off duty, he has a mole he needs to have looked at. Clay is generally healthy, but barely passed the stress test. I know the ship already needed repairs, which is strenuous for all of us, but especially him. We'll follow up in a week. Bounce shot discovered. An ammunition modification that allows bullets to bounce across the environment. Useful for tight spaces. Hold up. I should have come here first, because that's a tutorial for weapon switching on my 3rd weapon. Well, there you go. I am bad at Metroidvanias. Who knew? I can't see this game having anything egregious as... Honestly, my go-to is, and is probably going to be for a very long time, inventing photography in Bloodstained. But... yeah, this one looks like it's just going to be find the upgrade, use the upgrade. Which is fine. You know, sometimes that's what you need. That's what you want. This was stupid! Why did I do that? Why am I continuing? Hell, if the game will let me do it. Look at that! The tilapia can see me and shoot me through a wall. That's very smart fish, those tilapia. Let's not question how that worked, alright? Everything's grand. Right. Can I? I don't think I can. But the drop shot is yellow. And those doors with the eyes that I said you're probably going to need some kind of Atlantean super weapon, they're marked on the map as being yellow. So, I doubt it's going to be that easy. Wouldn't it be nice if it were that easy? It's not that easy. I like that I call it the drop shot, like I've just become Metal Slug. I very much like the Metal Slug series, even though it doesn't like me. I don't like the drop shot. Never a fan of that. Heavy machine gun, that's the one I liked. Right, so there's a door over there. Which I probably have the tool to open because I've been past it. Like, if you just look at the map, I have been past it. So... Also, it occurs to me, Empirical, with them thinking on your question, which Pokemon will be the best to eat? Probably one of the fish. You know, if you're thinking about it. Like a Magikarp sushi or something like that. I'll tell you what else Magikarp's good for, Rixtrus, is buying at Mount Moon, power leveling, because then you just have a killer on your team. Genuinely. That's why I always buy it. Oh, that's what that is. Empirical, I like fish. I'm not keen on, like, the preparation side of things. It's gross. I don't like touching it. I don't wanna. But no, like a nice Admiral Pie. I think that's nice. Oh, that's what that door is. That just warps someplace else. Is that the door I just came through? Hell yeah, it is. Appreciate it, Rixtrus. Thank you very much. That is something Rixtrus started doing accidentally. And like, as just reflexively. And every time it catches me off guard. And I laugh. And then, like, it's sweet. Keep doing that. Alright, let's go this way, through a mystery tunnel. What was it that I couldn't do over here before? Oh, this was a current, wasn't it? What the hell has happened to this place? How is all this coral dead and rotting? Abe, I'm picking up a signal. Patch it through. Hello? Can you hear me? Sasha? Clay? I can't make you out. Dad? Clay? Clay, is that you? I'm losing the signal. God damn it, Emma. Let's move. Imagine if, for that scene, they had faded out this roller coaster tycoon soundscape and instead included like dun 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 dun. Literally me making that sound. But you know, something slightly more dramatic, because we found our son. This is what we came here to do. I outran my own sonar ping and got caught on the very tippy-top pixel of that little area. Everything's fine. I don't like the look of you. I wonder. Yeah, that's what that is. And I think I can do that. Yeah, so like if I get as close as I can over here. Oh, I'm sure I can get through here. Let's... Alright, join me on my quest to try and sequence break again. Or is it sequence breaking? Do you just have to be fast? generally speaking, right, when I play Metroidvania games, I look at the health bar as a guideline indicator for how I'm doing in terms of progression, right? A well-balanced game will sort of piece those out throughout the game at a reasonable pace, and then you go, aha! I am currently halfway through the game, probably. Because, like, I've got all my core upgrades. I'm missing, is it 4 of those? But, ooh, hello. Gets in your head. I haven't figured out how yet. Stop reading these notes! Are we gonna do my favorite kind of enemy? Like that one from Paranoia Agent. Go watch Paranoia Agent if you haven't, it's great. I've talked a little bit about this, but it was when I was recording with Stonehenge, which is how long ago that was. I should like to do a game where you're an investigator. Right, this is how I see it going in my head. You're an investigator, and you arrive at the scene of a crime, and the game has supernatural elements, but they are defined by you, the player. So, you come across this murdered body on the 2nd floor of a building. What happened? And if you deduce, well, clearly, something had incredible climbing abilities, then the monster now has the ability to, you know, parkour! Or if you suggest that it flew up there, now the monster has wings. And the more you learn or assume about the monster, that's what it is. If people believe that it can, you know, slide under your doors and get you in your sleep, it can. See, this one is done to scale, I feel. But all the other fish that we found, way too big. Go! You are free now! Yeah, I saw that. I saw that! Dang old missing square on the map, thinking I wouldn't notice that. I did. I never actually came up with a solution for how you were supposed to beat this, metic monster. Right, because, like, once you know about it, it's real and it's out there. How are you supposed to beat that? Can you beat it? Maybe that's the point. What are you? That was a switch. Rick, there's something my dad brings up a lot, and you're gonna have to get used to hearing this story, because he'll tell it to you, is, when I was younger, I never much liked cooking with meat. Like ground beef or chicken breast or chunks or whatever. Never liked it. And my first foray into using such ingredients was during the incident in 2019. And he will always bring up how, you know what, the incident wasn't that bad because you learned cooking with meat. And like, I would sooner have not had the incident, but you know. It's fine. Oh, should I have followed that whale? Am I stuck now? Nope. Thank you, whale. Fail. Why is all of this coral rotting and dead? You got me, Abe. Also, I realize I've like naturally gravitated towards spread gun because, like, I joked about Contra, but thanks. But I wonder if this is even any stronger. In my defense, that appeared to be a background object. Second, did that loading bar just shimmy backwards? It appeared to. I mean, empirically, you're not entirely wrong with that one. Before I got this computer, I was still using, I had a little Windows XP tank. And it was fine. It was fine for what I did with it, which was like Facebook and Discord. And then it stopped doing those things, and I figured, well... Right, have I been this way? Yeah, it's all lit up on the map and stuff. Good. Yeah, and then I figured, hey, if I'm going to upgrade, get something new, I might as well put some money into it and stream, and here we are. And look at what this has done for me. Empirical Woodland is my friend, and Vixtress is my friend. Like 90% of the people who are present in my streams and my Discord server are stream friends. And that's a really good turnaround, I think. And definitely a turnaround from the incident. Oh my god, the incident. Empirical, we'll get to that. But like, oh my god, we used to have to do daily calls, daily conference calls to work, and they had homework, and because what would happen is the store manager would be like, how's everybody doing? Well, not great, honestly. I haven't spoken to another human being for like 3 months at this point, and anytime you guys send me a message, it is clearly to a script. Like, I can hear you read, pause, laugh, turn page. You know, don't be giving me none of that. I'm not doing great. Ah. Well, I'm alright. Anyway. "17 misses and 1 hit is a hit." We were talking about this yesterday in Perkle, and apologies, this is going to get a little squishy. Neither of us, like, talked about dating or really agreed to it. There was just, at one point, we were, like, when I visited, we were just talking to each other, like, hey, this is what we are, right? Neither of us are misreading the other. This is what we're doing, right? And similar thing when we went home from the Rose Orchard. She's just like, this was a date, by the way. We don't need to talk about it. It's just, that's just what's going on. Yeah, what do you got, Dolphin? Can't handle these pitons. I want that. Audio log from Matthias Thompson recovered. Commencing playback. I didn't mean to crash the ship. I didn't. I don't know what happened to me. It's like I was hearing... What's that? Matthias? Matthias is still alive? Maybe we can help him. Are you picking up a signal? East. You should hurry. I feel like that's a trap. It was a trap! Whoop. And I think that's the way to be with things. Like, if you get really hung up on milestones and codifying stuff, and it must be like this, then not to say that that is any better or worse than any other, like, friendship or relationship. It's just... that's how I realize that I like someone, is waking up and going, oh, that's what this is, and then that's how we go forwards. Oh, that's what this is. Oh, I can't grapple that. What if Right, when the whale comes through, does that break the bubbles? I guess we'll find out. It sure doesn't. Grapple whale? Harpoon thrust in the sky! We've discovered an incomplete piece of equipment. It seems to be missing 5 other components. Do you know what the equipment is used for? Can't be too certain. A weapon, perhaps? There is an audio log here as well. Commencing playback. To be honest, I never liked talking with the therapist. I know Dad said it would help, but it didn't really help him, and doubt it did much for me. Mostly, I think we did it because it's what was expected of us. The only thing people told him to do. God knows he was clueless. So clueless. But I went. I guess I hoped it would work. Maybe they'd flip a switch and make it better. Or at least more bearable. No chance. But whatever her name was, Mariam, I think. She was cute. And under different circumstances, my dad would have seen it too. When she said she had a daughter my age, it blew me away. Still, didn't help. All the talk in the world couldn't fix it. So I kept going through the motions until one day my dad stopped going. I asked him if I could stop too. He said, sure. We didn't talk about it much after. I thought that was a power-up down there. That's the auto-save. Rixerus, thank you very much for that incredibly clever idea. Between the two of us, and mostly you, we got there. Not entirely sure what that one accomplished, but I'm happy for it. Sploosh? What splooshed? I don't know. Oh, it was you. Oh, that's not the sound I heard. Oh, do you know what that's gonna be? That's gonna be the get the good ending thing, isn't it? Oh! Okay! Hi! Oh, that got me! Very well played, game. Do you reckon that's gonna be our next boss down there? I think it just might be. Audio log from Matthias Thompson recovered. Commencing playback. I see it now. Don't let... Dad? What the hell? Jesus. This escape pod looks torn apart. Matthias, are you out here? Emma, can you detect him? Negative. It seems you're too late. Where did he go if he made it this far? Did he go lower? I'm sorry, Abe. I don't know. Jesus, you're useless sometimes, Emma. Abe, don't talk to me that way. What? Error. Running diagnostic. Jesus Christ, we don't have time for this. Attention. Diagnostic successful. No functionality issues detected. Are you detecting any signals below us? Yes, Abe. Then let's move. There is a part of me is very much aware of the video game Soma. Oh, we're gonna get the thing that opens that door! The boss is gonna give us the tool to open that. That's why that door's there. Incidentally, Soma, pretty good game. I like it. But, like, the twist ending has no right being a twist ending, because it happens, like, twice before the twist ending, and... Yeah, dumbass, what did you expect? Claire was dead. Matthias was... gone? Did you see him again? It's foggy. And your computer, Emma. She started acting strange, sounding like... I know how it sounds, but I'm not crazy. I know how it sounds. It's okay, Abe. I recognize you are under unimaginable pressure. Like 50,000 feet. I don't think you're crazy, but I still think we need to go deeper. Are you comfortable telling me what happened to your wife? I was about to comment on how discordant this music's getting, and are we doing another frog in a pot like the coma? What did you say? Your wife. Are you comfortable telling me what happened to her? What does this have to do with anything? I'm trying to help you, Abe. And you just said your ship started talking like... I know what I said. And you also know my brain is still scrambled right now. Was your relationship with Clay okay afterwards? After she... What are you getting at? Look, I have a daughter. And I know if something like that happened between us, it'd be hard. What does that have to do with anything? It doesn't mean anything about what happened to me. Abe, you are, right now, the only person who appears to be the survivor of this whole mess. Someone who volunteered for the mission, disobeyed direct orders from above, and kept going when you were told to return. And the story you're telling, it's... Well, your mental state doesn't seem to have been at 100%. And your son was involved. And after all of this, I want to help you. But I need you to talk to me. So one last time. How's your relationship with Clay before the dive? It was bad. That sigh wasn't me. It was bad. For a long time. We never really... It took us a long time to move past it. For him to be okay with me. And maybe I wasn't there as much as I should have been. Before or after Emma died. I understand, Abe. That's what you all say. Do you want to tell me about your wife? No. I want to tell you what I remember so I can get out of this room. Sure, Abe. Sure. Why don't you keep going? The world is not making sense to Abe anymore. Maybe it hasn't for a while and he just didn't realize it. Something's wrong with Emma. He doesn't know what, only that he has a creeping feeling that says he can no longer trust the only thing that's helped him so far. The only thing that's kept him safe from whatever is outside the hull. Water! She's been talking like... He pushes those thoughts away and tries to keep Clay in the forefront. He has to bring him home. He has to. Feels like I'm trapped in an oven. Abe, the heat in some of the areas here is enough to start to peel the hull of your ship apart. Just the good news I needed to hear. The temperature gauge underneath Abe's HP will climb when he is in a very hot environment. If it reaches the top, the hull will take damage. Oh, that's what that is! Right. I was looking at this just now. This, I thought that was like a SCART connector. Like, literally, that's what this is. It's running on, you know, the HUD is in 480p. But no, that's, temperature, apparently. Not gonna lie, I'm loving the MIDI flute. And the MIDI drum kit. Listen to them bongos. Oh! So hang on. I'll bet you, if I looked back at the previous times when I found those vents, that the temperature gauge was going up and down. I just wasn't paying any attention to it. I was just like, it's a binary proposition. I can get through that or I cannot. Oh no. Oh no. Keep your shields handy, because those Joker-looking things will just eat you alive. Sorry. In Q8, I worked with another medic, Jane. She'd grown up somewhere in the middle of the US, Kansas, I think, and came from a military family. Her and I spent many days patching people back together as best we could under the unfathomable sun. Our only rest coming with the cigarettes we'd smoke at the end of a shift. God, what I wouldn't give for a cigarette right now. One night after a real bad day where cigarettes weren't enough, the two of us slipped off the base to go have drinks in town. If our commander had known, we each would have been sent back home, but neither of us were going to tell. We drank, we danced, and then, still brimming with alcoholic gusto, we slept together. Woke up the next morning exhausted but smiling. One of the few times either of us did during our entire tour. I still remember how I helped her creep back to her bunk in the morning. A pair of nervous teenagers sneaking back into their home before their parents caught them. Times were good. And for a while, the days got easier. But eventually, she was transferred to a different base, and we lost touch. I always meant to reach out to her after the war, but time got away from me like it does for everyone. I should have looked her up. Every few years I thought about her, but I don't know. My nerves have always gotten the better of me, and now it seems too far gone. Time always gets the best of you. What are you doing down here? You don't belong in the geothermal vents. I don't know if this spread gun is helping. Or at least any more than it is with like just me aiming my gun. Well, no, it helps for cluster situations like that. That's fine. I keep forgetting I have a backdash. Oh my god, that would have made that current fight so much easier. Probably if it had allowed me to use the dash in the current, which historically the game has not. So I'm not as mad. But like... Oh, okay, that thing latches on and then detaches after a short while, regardless as to what I do. Okay, good. Good. Good, 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 good. Well, thank goodness for that. Audio log for Julio Meninga is found. Recovered. Commencing playback. I had to stop for a bit. My leg feels like it's on fire. Even if it was infected, it shouldn't be this bad so quickly. I've dealt with it how I can, but I just keep thinking of my uncle. He'd tell me always, man up. Man up, Sabrino. There you go. He used to take me hunting. Hated it. Hated being out in the sweltering heat, struggling to hold that clunky, heavy rifle for hours, waiting for some poor animal to come by. The first 2 times I went, I forced myself to miss, but eventually, he caught on. He said, Sabrino, you don't kill, you don't eat, and eventually, all the things that know how to kill get to decide who they eat. Maybe he was right. Right now, it feels like something is waiting for me to run out of fight. I need to keep moving. The heat here is... Christ, I need to keep moving. And then that's that loop again. What I'm gonna do... I'm gonna moonwalk into the cave. Oh, look at that! He doesn't need to light up a fire because he's in the geothermal vents. That's clever. Look at that. Cass remembers that he has vertical attacks. Don't work. I think that's going to be the next upgrade that we get, is those eye doors. That also looks to be writing. I wonder if I... Why are you moving? Why are you moving? Because it's small lines on the camera. Alright then. I thought it was like a sanity effect. It's fine, Cass. Just don't listen to the voices. It's fine. It's a good Randy Orton theme. I prefer the other one. Anyway, we continue onwards. Ah! I didn't see you! I was too busy looking at this drippy lava. I didn't see the eel or whatever the hell. And I'm not supposed to. I saw that one. But it was invisible. This area feels quite tense. Yeah, get parried, nerd. Why is that just out there? Like, yeah, I know sometimes upgrades, they don't all have to be hidden away. But, man, I get suspicious when they're not. Anyways, yeah, no, this area makes me feel incredibly tense, which is great, because that's survival horror. It's almost like that's why I chose to play this. Do you reckon that's going to be the same as before? Game, that felt real bad. Oh, how bad it felt. I know none of you value my skills highly, but pay attention. One of the most well-known examples of animal mimicry involves the North American coral snake. Its venom is incredibly deadly, and its color is a distinctive red, yellow, and black pattern that makes it stand out. Other non-venomous snakes mimic this coat to avoid danger. For example, the milk snake looks almost identical, except for a minor variation on its patterns, red touching black, not yellow. There is even a sing-song pattern people use to help themselves know which is which. The patterns on some of the creatures down here are changing. At first, I thought it was just my eyes, but it's not. It's subtle enough that you'd never notice on your own, but it's happening, and not in the way that normally occurs. Something else is trying to blend in with the docile sea creatures. I don't know what, but there's only one reason for an organism to pretend to be non-threatening. Be careful. I mean, he's got a point. It usually goes the other way. There's, I'm sure I mentioned it. There's, like, a particular frog that is bright red. I'm missing something down there. I see the edge of that map. Oh, but I can't get down there now because I saw him over here with that whale. Darn. We'll have to get that on the return trip. But yeah, there's this particular frog. Bright red it is, like a little tomato. And I looked at it, and the person I was there with, she says, "Why do you think the frog is red?" I says, "Probably because it's highly venomous." And then we read the little plaque, and it's like completely harmless, but pretends to be like severely venomous by being bright red. Don't let it fool you. It fools nature. Could I have just gone underneath that the whole time? Oh, I sure could! Rickster, sometimes your boyfriend is really, really good at solving problems and thinking things through in a lateral way that involves sequence breaking. And then sometimes, I just don't use the door. I can parkour around the door. Yes, but why would you, Cass? I don't know. You know, doors. Give me that map! Right. I knew it. I knew I missed something in that room over there. Alright, what time we at? Do I have indicated anywhere on my map a save room? Probably not. Well, so what was the point in doing that? Nothing drillable down here. Aha, there's a save room down there. Amazing. I said 3 filler words all at the same time right there. Hopefully I landed on a good one. Man, I'm getting launched around something fierce right there, aren't I? Please don't do that. To the point that I even missed a square on the map, so hard I got launched there. Good job. Right, we're gonna fill out this little room. Go save. That's why. Right, you can stay there and stay mad. I'm going to swim this way. I was gonna say, and hope that I have enough air to get that hull plating, but I do because there's an air pocket right there. That looks like a death corridor, and I don't like it. I'm not entirely sure how that worked. But, you know, hooray for depth charges. Good job. Sometimes he's cast. I am Kenough. I know that meme. I never saw the movie, but you know, I'm familiar with that sequence of words. How's that? Okay. I thought that was gonna be an upgrade. Why aren't you an upgrade, you jerk? So, honestly, I like where we're at with the gameplay currently. Like, yeah, things are starting to get corrupted. I mean, it started off that way. We found a couple of... Well, we found one. In the last stream, we found one mysterious note from a mysterious person saying, do not read these notes. And as we've established on stream, I can't read, so I'm fine. Gotta be something good in there, hasn't there? Nope, that's just pain. Alright, well. We have got ideas for where to go next time. Because most of what I'm seeing here, like, this is blocked off by a yellow door, that's blocked off by a yellow door, that's blocked off by a yellow door. One of these is going to have an upgrade, which that's probably going to be the one that opens up the yellow doors, right? I'm going to say yes. But I'm also going to save... and go to my ending screen. And we go from like Jean-Michel Jarre MIDI music to the happiest music in the world. Overwatch, I literally just closed the game. Will you calm down? As soon as I close the game, hi, I'm gonna update. Thanks. Thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate every one of you. Who are we gonna go say hello to? Go say hello to Click. Click's playing Monster Hunter. With friend? With friend. There you go. Do come back tomorrow. We're going to keep it going with Getting the Car Loser slightly earlier than my timetable said, because my timetable is slightly earlier than it originally said. Wow! You guys are great. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. Do that stuff I said. And until next time, goodbye!